Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Matt from Matt's Movie Minute. I would like to review another movie with you folks today. And this movie I first saw in 1984, and my brother, who was watching me at the time, allowed me to watch this movie with him. And we watched it together, and I can just say for the first time that I became a horror movie fan. And the movie that we watched together is none other than the original Stephen King Children of the Corn. And I really enjoyed this movie a lot. And I know throughout the years the critics have been less than favorable towards this movie, but all of that aside, it still has been one of my favorite movies, and I like the whole story behind it. And then Peter Horton and Linda Hamilton, I thought that they did really exceptionally well as far as their roles are concerned that they played in the movie. And it's just always been kind of one of those movies, that is just kind of been out there that, sure, maybe it got a lot of publicity because it came from a story from Stephen King, who, by the way, is one of my favorite authors, and I have read a lot of his books. And I'm also going to say that I enjoy the movies that have come from his books because they are, really good. And there has been a lot of his books that have been made into movies, and I can say that, Misery, Firestarter, It, etc., have all been wonderful movies, and I really enjoyed them a lot. Um, but it's just the real point of the story is that I have a connection with this movie because, you know, when my brother was watching me, it was just something that we shared together. So it was, the whole little brother doing something with the big brother, and he he always this brother has always been my favorite brother. So because I've done a lot of stuff with him over the years, and so that's why this movie will always hold a special place in my heart because I feel like that's just a happy memory from my childhood, and it just is a good movie. That's all I can say. I like it a lot, and you got the guy that played who played the actor that played Malachi. I thought he was a pretty cool actor. He's been in a lot of stuff, and then you got the guy that played the actor that played Isaac in the movie. I think his name is John Franklin. I do believe, and I liked how it at the end that after he was killed in the movie, but then he at the end he came back, and how he was all like all like he was like I don't know what you would call it, like a demon, I guess, per se. And I always thought that the ending was pretty cool. You never actually really saw He Who Walks Behind the Rose. I mean, just like the traveling underneath the dirt in the cornfield. I mean, that's all. That's all well and good. I mean, but it's just been one of those movies that I have really enjoyed a lot, and over the years, and to touch on it a little bit, they did come out with a sequel to Children of the Corn. And I really must say that I have seen that one as well too, and I must say that, I mean, that's a review for next time, but I really do like that one as well too, because just for the simple fact, I mean, it came out in 1992, which was a few years later. I get that, no problems there. But I really like that one a lot too, because there was I like the story behind it. Like it must have picked up after the events of what happened in Gatlin in the original movie. But I really do like that one a lot as well too. And just it's kind of one of those, it's another one of those movies, that I rented from my local video rental place, back when they had those and everything. But and I'd have to say the acting in the original Children of the Corn are really good. The performances, once again with Peter Horton and Linda Hamilton, I thought their performances were really good, and I just so once again, I just want to say, Children of the Corn, the original Children of the Corn, very good movie. It ranks right up there in my top 100 movies, and I hope that there are some Stephen King fans out there that will like this movie just as much as I do, and just like Stephen King movies from his books in general, because I myself, I personally think that Stephen King is the master of horror, and he's one of the best. And I know that, I mean, maybe not someone else's opinion. That's all well and good, but there are a lot of other good horror writers out there too. But to me, he's always top notch. And well, so with that conclusion, I just want to say I hope everybody has a safe rest of the week, and we'll see you for the next movie review. Once again, this is Matt from Matt's Movie Minute, and thank you again for coming along for the ride and listening to what I have to say about these movies. And there will be plenty more movie reviews in the future. Thank you again, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.